Hey YouTube, it's me. I'm back to do an updated vlog. It's April 30th, 2013. I haven't done a video since January, very beginning of January, where I was discussing if I was ovulating or not. And within the last couple of months, the last 4 months, or 3 months, I've determined, or me and my doctor have determined, that I intermittently ovulate. Some months I don't ovulate, some months I do. Some months I have an LH surge, but it's not strong enough to produce a good follicle for fertilization. I believe it was in March that I had a very strong ovulation week. I got a surge for 3 days, and I got 2 lines on an OPK for a full 10 days, which is very, very, very unusual for me. I hardly ever see 2 lines on OPK, and that was the first time I saw a very positive OPK. So me and my husband tried to conceive during that time, and we ended up becoming pregnant in March. We got pregnant, but I didn't find out until April, beginning of April, second week of April, and I found out fairly early at 12 DPO, and I continued to see a positive pregnancy test for about a week. The lines never got darker, and I went to go in for a blood test, but my OBGYN's computers were down that day, and it was the only day I had available until the next week. And they said, if you see a positive pregnancy test, it's positive. You don't need a blood test, but I wanted it for peace of mind. That was a Monday, and I wasn't able to get in. So I ended up being, working most of the week, and then I was very busy, and I didn't feel pregnant. I had felt symptoms the week of ovulation and the week of implantation, but I did not feel pregnant once I got a positive pregnancy test. I didn't have any signs, didn't have any symptoms, and even though people say it's too early, having a child, I knew what to look out for. And I found out I was pregnant on a Saturday, and the next Thursday, I miscarried. I woke up really crampy. My back was achy, my lower back, and I went to the bathroom, flushed, didn't look in the toilet, didn't think anything of it, and I got in the shower and I saw the blood. And by the time I got to the doctor's around 10 in the morning, I had gone through several pads, and I knew what was happening, and it was my first miscarriage. It was awful. I was only 4.5 weeks, almost 5 weeks pregnant, and when I got to the hospital, they did a beta, and my level was already at a 6, so it was decreasing. I had taken that morning, or the night before, and that morning I took a digital, and it said pregnant. So I knew it was higher in the following days. But I figured that when I found out on Saturday and Sunday that I was pregnant, that the miscarriage started to happen then, because the lines just stayed faint, and I had this gut feeling like that something wasn't right, that they should probably be getting darker, but I didn't have any more digitals to take. So I took a digital in the morning when I saw the blood, and it still said pregnant. I figured it would say negative or not pregnant because I had already started bleeding, and I figured my levels had just completely plummeted at that point. And then so that was Thursday. It was so emotional. It was really hard because we've been trying for months to get pregnant, and we've been trying since October. Really just trying since October to get my body to ovulate to get pregnant. And then finally it did, and it was a huge surge, and then to get pregnant and to then miscarry was really heartbreaking. And we had told our family because we were so excited. Our family was in on it. They knew that we've been trying. So that was really difficult. Saturday, I had my blood done Thursday, and then on Saturday I also had blood work done to follow up to make sure it got back to 0, and it did. It was at a 2 on Saturday, or it was below 2, so it was negative. And I just needed time to process what had happened. You know, it's more of a mental thing, and it was also physical. You know, I had to go through passing it, even though it was only 4 weeks. It's still, your body still feels as it's passing something, you know. It's crazy. I never used to believe people when they said that, when they had miscarriages. I'm like, how do you even know? But I've walked a mile in those shoes, and there's a spider on my sliding glass door, and I'm trying not to freak out because I want to kill it. It's outside, but I'm going to get it after this video. But so now we're trying again. This is TTC cycle number 1 after miscarriage. So I believe I'm ovulating this week. I'm on cycle day like 13 or 14, I think. And I think last cycle I ovulated on cycle day 15. 13, 14, 15. So we are going to be trying. I'm not going to be taking any more OPKs. I keep saying I'm not going to, and then I do, and then I say I'm not going to, and I do. So I'm just kind of letting it ride, you know. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to make this video and update that I did start ovulating. I did get pregnant. I did have a miscarriage, and now we are back trying again. I don't know. I feel like I have some signs that I'm possibly ovulating. I have some signs that I don't feel like I'm ovulating, because last time when I was ovulating, I knew I was ovulating. I mean, I knew even before I took the OPK strip test. I knew I was ovulating. I was like, oh, I felt the pain, I felt the cramps, I felt the bloated and the irritation, and I haven't really felt like that this month. And the months that I don't really feel any of those symptoms are the months that I usually don't ovulate. So if it takes a few months for my body to get back on track, then that really sucks, because I feel like I'm hitting a million roadblocks. But if it's not the time, then it's not meant to be. It's unfortunate. I have to tell myself this every day, like it will happen when it's supposed to happen. But just an updated video to express what's going on. And other than that, I'm good, healthy, no problems. I'm trying to go to the gym to like get all of my hormone levels and everything kind of smoothed out, get my endorphins going. So that's pretty much it. I will update again when there is more news to share, and I hopefully next time it's great news and not bad news. So have a fabulous Tuesday.